And we're live. What's going on, people? We're back, man. Hey, John will be here. But first, before we get into what we're getting into today, let me introduce the boys. Rash, what are you telling me?
What's going on, man? It's the best day of the week. It's Friday, Yom Juma. Happy to be here. Alhamdulillah. Let's talk football. Let's talk it. We ain't done this for a while, but let's talk Arsenal and transfers. Let's do it.
Oh man, I was hoping we're not going to start there, but we might have to. And we might have to for the sake of John, because this guy's heartbroken. I feel sorry for the guy, but listen, we'll get into it. Jeff, what are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, man, all good. It's been a minute, man. So let's get cracking, man.
Yeah, trust me, it's been a minute since we actually spoke football instead of debates. You know, we debate quite a lot, to be fair. But let's do something different. Let's talk about transfers. I think I don't want to start off with Arsenal because I need John to be here. But what we can talk about is, do we think? Should we start with Man City? Should we go Man United? What part of Man City should we go to? Manchester.
I say Man United, man. It's the biggest story, isn't it? Like Man City's developing at the moment.
Yeah, it's true. Facts. All right, cool. Let's go. Hey, go on, Jeff, man. Take us away, man. What do you think? I mean, I'll say this before you get started. I'm scared. Yeah. It's cold outside.
Nah, I ain't scared, bro.
Wait, Sancho, one of the best youngsters, and you've got Varane, who's very decorated. I'm a bit nervous, but tell me your thoughts anyway.
Nah, it's good for them. Definitely 2 sick signings, bro. Like they're having a good window so far, isn't it? Like a really good one. Like I don't know. I hope like Sancho is cold, but he ain't a finished article yet.
No.
And you're gonna get a lot of pressure because you're getting bought for that much money. It's taking like a year to happen. People are gonna expect him to come in and be like the final piece of the puzzle. I don't think it's gonna work like that, man.
How much?
It was like 74, 75.
70s. Cool.
If they bought him last year, it would have been 100 something. So they did good. They saved some money, man. But yeah, like he's a sick signing. He's one of the best youngsters around, isn't it? So he's cold. He's got to hope he bounces back from that penalty miss and whatnot and hits the ground running. Varane's a cold centre back. That's a cold signing. I want to see. He's not going to be the leading centre back though. It sounds crazy because he's won all these like accolades, but it's on Maguire to be the vocal one back there. Like Varane ain't going to be that. Like Varane, like even like in Real Madrid, like guys, no, I don't really rate Ramos like top 5 ever or nothing like that. But when it comes to like that back line, he done a lot back there. Like he ushers Varane a lot in it. So we saw that when Ramos weren't there, Varane didn't look the same. So remember Maguire, like it's gonna help Maguire because he's gonna get better. But at the same time, he's gonna have to try lead Varane, and that's gonna be interesting just to watch because I want to see if he really is that good or not. Personally, because he had a good Euros or 3-4 games. 3-4 games ain't 60. So let's see what you got for a whole season.
No, facts. So you're not scared. That's okay. It's positive when you hear another Arsenal fan saying, "I ain't scared of them, man." It might not work. So I like to hear that because for me, when you start signing players like that, if you're a United fan, you're buzzing, you're laughing at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That's how simple as it gets. But Rash, what are you telling me? What do you think of these signings, man?
Yeah, I think it's been a good window for United. I think they've seen where the issue is at the back and they try to get someone in who can fill it, but not just anyone, someone who is decorated, someone who is well known, plays for their national team. And I think it's a good signing for them to sign Varane. I think he's a good defender. I don't think he's as good as he has been when Ramos is not next to him. I also agree with that. I do believe since the City game, he kind of like, got to him a bit, and he hasn't really been playing as well as previously before that. But I think he showed glimpses of him finding some good form in the Euros, had some good games, showed that he's good with his feet, showed that he's very composed, can win good balls in the air. He just seems to be a bit weak in some areas that still needs fixing up. Do you know what I mean? Don't know if the Prem's the best playground to do that, but he'll definitely learn. Do you know what I mean? Alongside Maguire, it will be a good partnership, I believe. And Sancho, yeah, what can you say? Like, the kid's a genius. He's the best up and coming youngster. I think United done some really good business. It's either they done good business or somehow things just worked out in their favor, because waiting that extra year saved them a lot of money, and they've managed to purchase their guy, and I think it's going to be two good signings for them this season. I don't think they're finished. I think they might have someone else who they might want to acquire as well, but let's see. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm afraid of them, because to me, they will still be probably the same United as they are now. You know what I mean? And I mean that as, you know, they've got quality players already at that club who can shine when they need to, and sometimes they don't. You know what I mean? But they're all quality players, and you know what I mean. You might see Greenwood being able to get a chance starting up at front a bit more now, with Sancho out on the right side, and see how things will play out. I reckon it'll be a good game. It'll be good games to watching Man United this season.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that, because we're gonna do it in a minute, but we're gonna do with Sancho and Varane, we're gonna do our best United going into next season. And it's good that you mentioned Greenwood, because it's kind of like, do you go with your target man Cavani, or do you go with Greenwood? But just before we go into that, I just wanted to ask you both this year. I'll say mine first. What rating are we giving United for each player coming in? Because we've got to think about something. They've addressed problems, and for a team like us, we I want to say we're addressing problems with the Ben Whites, and I know we're going to get onto that, so let's not address that at the moment. But out of 10, let's start with Sancho first. I'll go first. What would I give them for addressing that problem? I'll give them. I might be being a bit too nice, but I think a 9 out of 10, man. I think a 9 out of 10, because that's a creative player that they needed for the right. They haven't actually had anyone cemented on that right as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 9 out of 10. What do you boys think, man?
I would see. On paper, I wouldn't even say United really needed him. On paper, like, the team on paper is pretty good, but like, if you wanted him for a year, and if Pogba, we still don't know if Pogba might go or not. Like, 1 minute he's going, next minute he's staying. Probably give him about 7 or 8. Or maybe 8, because not necessarily they needed it, but you got one of the best young players in the world now, alongside like your Rashfords, your experience in Cavani, your Brunos. You got some good players there, man. So they could drag them through some games.
No, I hear that. No matter that. What are you saying, Raph? What are you telling me?
Yeah, so I was actually going to say what Jeff has said as well. To me, they don't need Sancho. That wasn't an area that I would have thought they need to do this in order to get somewhere or to stop certain things from happening. It wouldn't have been there. But again, showing your power, your pulling ability, you know, flexing on the people them a little bit more, just to let them know that you still got pulling power and you can get the best in the world, and that people still want to play for the United. So the fact that they managed to pull such a big name, youngster from England, and get their man that they've been trying to get through, I think, for the last 2.5 seasons, I just think like they done really well, and that's what will push it to probably an 8 for me. Okay. The fact that in doing good business to fill in a position, they didn't need it. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's how I feel about that. Yeah.
I mean, you both have said it. I mean, from United fans I've spoken to, they keep saying they need someone on the right. But then didn't you mention Greenwood? Didn't Greenwood play on the right? And didn't he do a good job? I mean, am I going crazy here?
Not last season. He had a difficult season, if we're honest. Like, yeah. I know he's highly regarded and whatnot, but it wasn't the best season. It's that sophomore season syndrome, innit? Like, his second season's tough.
Yeah, no, facts. So, just before we go on to Varane rating, obviously, is he staying on the Imagine Pogba goes. Does that mean Donny van de Beek comes into contention? Because I'm watching their pre-season, and this guy's still on the bench. How does that work?
He's been injured, but Listen, Ollie don't like him. It's clear because, bro, like even if, because like new signings, like sometimes you might be on the bench for like 3-4 months. You find your feet, you find some run of form. You get used to like your surroundings around you, like where you live. It takes a little while. Listen, it's been a whole year, bro. I thought he was gonna play more in like April or something. Ollie said, "It's all right. No. You stay on the bench. We don't need you." Like to the point, yeah. I think it's gonna affect his confidence. Like I now think when he starts, like fans are not gonna be happy because they're gonna be like, "Oh, bruv, like we've been asking for man to play for time, and now this is how you're playing." And I don't necessarily think it's his fault. I just think Ollie's waited so long, and if you play maybe I don't know how many minutes he's played, but it feels like he's played like 1,000 minutes through the whole season. Yeah. So, bro, if you played that little, but the moment you come in now, you're just gonna be scared. You're just gonna be moving nervous, bro.
Oh, poor guy, man. Yes, they got John in the building. What are you telling me?
Yo, all good, man. What are you man saying? You good?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we're still on the United thing. John, before we come to you, I want to get what Rash thinks about this Donny because Rash has been, I'm not gonna lie, this past week been violating him. That's why we're up. And I thought it was a good time to figure up. So yeah, Rash, talk to me, bro. What do you think about this Donny guy, bro?
Bro, I saw the sponsor on their shirt called Team Viewer, yeah, and Donny van der Beek in it. And it said, "Hey, we got the same name or something like that."
No. Chill. Rash, I said chill.
Bro.
Hey, John, like we're just so basically what we're doing, we're just talking about the signings for United, and we're gonna kind of put our best team going into the season for them. But before we do, just want to give your thoughts on Sancho. First of all, what do you think of obviously him going to United, and then what rating would you give United for signing a player like that? I said personally, I thought that's something they were lacking, a right winger who could do the business. Obviously, had Dan James, got Greenwood, had the best seasons, but Jeff and Rash has both said that they didn't really need him. But no, they didn't really need a right winger, but they needed a player like him. So, what's your thoughts?
What out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah, man. Like, what do you think?
I'll probably give it 8. I feel like,
same as the boys,
I feel like they kind of needed him because Greenwood was not great last season. He didn't really improve at all, and I don't feel like he's a right winger. And then Rashford, they tried to play him on the right, but Rashford's a left winger or bust. He's very much a left winger for me. So they kind of do need a right winger. I think Sancho will be very good for them, depending on if Pogba stays or not. Because if Pogba goes, Sancho's a more Pogba type player in terms of he's very manipulative with the ball. He likes to play kind of slow them, speed it up. So if Pogba goes, he's kind of on his ones there because Bruno, Rashford, Cavani, these men are all rock and roll. They just play quick. They don't play with much. They don't play with much sense. Like they like Bruno said it today. He literally came out and said, "I'm going to lose the ball a lot of the times."
That's what he is, man. That's the kind of player he is.
He literally said it, but Sancho's not that type of player. He's much more like measured. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. But I don't know, man, because I think I'll give it an 8 overall. Sancho's a quality player. I wouldn't say did they have to get him? Probably not. But he's a quality player. So when you get quality, it's hard to give a less than an 8. I actually think Sancho might be a better signing for them than Varane.
Okay. That's definitely somewhere they needed to address. So now that you said that, John, we might as well carry on. Varane, what are you giving him, and what's your thoughts on him? And then we'll go to the boys.
See, Varane, we've kind of spoken about him when we did the centre-back show. I think Varane's a quality centre-back, but he's not a leader. And that's my only problem with him, because I'm not sure Maguire's a leader as well. Because with Maguire, as brilliant as he was in the Euros, the first time the whole team was really tested mentally was the final properly. And I'm seeing my man booting the ball out of play under no pressure in the final. And I'm just like, I don't know if Varane, because he's always played with Sergio Ramos. And even though Sergio Ramos is probably not as good of a defender as Varane, like in terms of the leadership wise, Ramos can make a mistake and be like, all right, cool, whatever, I'll do that again. Varane might make a mistake and be like, ooh. might be a bit tentative, and he's going to be asked to cover for Maguire because of his speed. So that's where you can't be tentative when you're the covering defender. You need to be the one that's. So that's my only thing. Like I feel like on paper it's a brilliant signing, but I feel like people are getting a bit carried away with how good United's back four is. Like I've seen some crazy thing about the back four. Like, and I'm just
see, bro.
Like I'm seeing some like imitations of like comparing them to what was it, Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand, that defense.
Wow.
I'm just like, yeah. So literally Ferdinand's Varane, Maguire's Vidic, Evra's Luke Shaw. And
yeah,
then,
them people on that heroin, man.
Yeah, they should
you
chill.
see what I'm saying? So that's so I'd give Varane a 7 purely because they needed a centre back, but they needed a leader at the same time. That's the only reason I'd give it a 7. But maybe I'm being harsh on Varane.
Jeff said the same thing as you, to be fair. When we spoke about Varane initially, he said that Varane ain't a leader, and we've seen what he's done without Ramos on him. Jeff doesn't rate Ramos like you don't, to be fair, like that anyway.
Yeah.
So, but you both have you've understood that he is a leader. Ramos is a leader, and then he plays better with Varane. So he needs someone to, I guess, to tell him what to do and where to go and how to play and stuff and positioning wise. But yeah, Jeff, man, what are you saying? What are you rating him anyway?
Probably give Varane an 8. I think that the back four is good. Don't get me wrong. So we'll probably, I don't know if we'll speak about it, but Wan-Bissaka is going to be a testing year for him because if he doesn't play well this year, he is on the bench and he's going to stay there. But yeah, back to Varane. So that like Varane, like everything Maguire doesn't have, I think Varane kind of does have. Like speed, comfortable on the ball. I think he's more comfortable on the ball than Maguire. Maguire's kind of like a pump faker on the ball. Like he looks like he's comfortable, but is he? Like we just don't know. Yeah. Like I think, it's kind of like it sounds kind of crazy, but for someone that's decorated as Varane, this is probably the first time we're gonna see him like outside of his comfort zone. Because, like you said, he's had Ramos at France. He's had sound crazy, but he's had a Koscielny at points as like someone who's a more senior centre back. So he hasn't really had to like carry that burden or be like equally yoked with his partner. So like even though Maguire is going to be the leader, like the vocal one, like it's a step for Varane to prove he's more than just the sickest second centre back around, if that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. And obviously through to the main man, Rash, who put up a comment the other day. Do you want to elaborate on that?
What was that one? What was that comment? I say so many things.
I'll say it word for word. Varane has said in an interview that he is coming to United to not win trophies as he's done it already.
I wouldn't say it went like that, but he basically, in a comment that was shared, is that he said that playing for Real Madrid, there's a lot of pressure. There's always pressure to deliver. So they have to win all the time. They have to win trophies. They have to win medals and so forth like that. And he has been very successful over there. However, so it will nice for him to have a break and be in an environment where he knows they're not so pressured to win things. To win things, so he can so he can enjoy it. It's like a holiday, like feel good. You know what I'm trying to say?
I believe
whether he said that or whether he didn't say that, I don't know. It just had his face next to the quote and it said quote. You know what I mean? So whether it was true or not, we don't know. But
I believe you. By the way, just let you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. You know what I'm trying to say? So. Whether he's going to be the top performer that they expect or whether he's just... Because I've also heard a lot of things that he loves Manchester United. He didn't agree to a new deal which was going to make him more lucrative. That was more lucrative than the Man United deal. And he still said, no, I'm going. Man United is the team I want to be with. I've always wanted to play for United. So apparently it's somewhere in his chest, you know what I mean, to play for them. So... who knows? He might pull it out. He might pull out the best part of his career, You know what I mean? We might get the best that we've seen from him coming off the backs of the Euros. Even though they went out the way that they did, he did have a few good games and showed what he can do. I won't say under the management of Oli he's going to get any better, but maybe maybe the responsibility having to be put on him.
Hey, big up, Jamie.
Man arrived right on cue.
Whether they are lies, whether they are truthful,
It's like he heard you.
burning. His ears were burning.
Trust me.
Said, Rash. Come on, bro. Keep that in the group chat.
Wherever.
Keep that in the group chat.
Whether they are lies, whether they are truths, we don't know. It was just out there. It's in the atmosphere. It is where it is. We can't help it now. But what I'm saying is, I don't know. What I'm saying is this: is that look, he might pull it off. Do you know what I mean? Coming off the back of the Euros, he had a few good games, and this might force him to be the leader that he has to be, because there ain't going to be one in the back line for him. I think you're right. Maguire isn't really a natural leader. He can lead, but he's not a leader, if you understand what I mean. So if the leader is to be subbed off, they can put the armband around him, and he'll do a good job. But can he lead throughout a whole season and drag people to victory? I don't think it's got him in. I don't think he's got it in him, because I don't think he knows what he himself is doing a lot of the time. So unfortunately, he won't be able to give that advice to people all of the time as well. So but it might force him to step up and be the guy that we know he can be, because he's got the footballing ability to do it. He's a very good defender. It's just whether he can show that he can be a leader as well. And with these guys coming from abroad, they either have to show their face, show their weapons very early. Otherwise, they don't really develop that well. And let's just hope he starts with on a good foot. You know what I mean, and hit the ground running. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the Prem.
Yeah, that's going to be the key. I think that's going to be the key. How he starts is going to be key.
Yeah. So I'll say about a 7 or 8 as well for that.
Yeah.
For that transfer there.
What would I give him?
What would you give him?
I'm gonna go 9.
Okay.
They need to address again. Sorry, again, it's coming down to this. I know we're gonna do the same thing for Arsenal, but it's something that needed to be addressed. Maybe for me, Maguire is a leader. I've got to disagree with all of you. For me, Maguire is a leader. He's shown that coming into the spots, playing next to Stones, and Stones, as you guys know, Stones ain't a leader. Stones always needed someone like Laporte helped him. Diaz needed him, and when you saw Maguire and Stones in the Euros, but for me, I saw Maguire being very vocal. I know he put his head down after that second goal, and that first goal to Italy. But most people do that, but then he was still very vocal, and you can see who's a leader when people all put their head down, and even your captain doesn't speak. That's how you know you're all going downhill. So for me, Maguire didn't do that. I think he can be a good leader, but we'll have to wait and see, man.
Yeah. My only thing is, did you guys see the comments that Charlie Austin made on Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, sometimes he should just be quiet.
Yeah, he talks way too much, man. I can't lie.
What happened?
What's he saying now?
He was on TalkSport and he was basically saying, because QPR played United in a friendly last week and beat them 4-2.
Yeah.
He was basically like, he just brought up out of nowhere. He was like, oh, United need to sign a new right back. And they were like, why? And he was like, oh, because the one they have right now, he can't defend. Wan-Bissaka can't defend.
The worst part about it was he said they need to get Trippier.
Yeah, and that's yeah. So I mean,
bro,
Wan-Bissaka's a better defender than Trippier. If anything, if you wanted to say he's not good enough going forward and they need to replace him with Trippier, even then, no. But at least it makes sense, the argument. But to just sit there and say he's not a good enough defender, and then he didn't even really provide any backup for it. He just kept repeating himself. He just kept repeating himself. I don't know. That was. Well, yeah, it must be, man. But that must be. But that is
senseless,
man.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Wan-Bissaka, for the fact that he started as a winger at Crystal Palace, like youth days, I do not understand how you are a better fullback, like go defensively than you are going forward. Like attacking wise, he's strange. Like he's really odd.
He's
but
weird, yeah.
Defensively, like some aspects of his defending, you can tell that he used to be a winger. But like the one-on-one defending, you're not gonna go past him. You're just not. Like Mbappe's tried, Neymar's tried, people have tried. You can't get past him. It's not happening.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's elite. Like you said, you can see he used to be a winger because stuff like defending balls from crosses, the back post. That's naturally where when you're not a defensive-minded player, when the ball's in the air, you just switch off. But you're just like, you're only focused on when the ball's near you. You don't give a damn what happens as soon as the ball goes past you. And that's when someone will tap it in behind you. Yeah. So that's where he needs to work on that. But I just thought Charlie Austin was out of order for that. I can't lie. It just looked personal. It was weird.
He's an idiot for that still.
Yeah, mad weird, man. I can't lie.
Is he still kicking ball, Charlie Austin?
Yeah, he's playing in the championship. I don't know why he's talking.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's see what he can play.
That's why he's talking.
In a bizarre world, lads. In a bizarre world, something happens. Trippier does come in. Wan-Bissaka's like, I'm not being a bench boy. Bellerin goals. Is Wan-Bissaka what Arsenal need? I'm just
no. He's a good defender, but I can't have my right back being so bad on the ball. That's my only problem in it.
That's my exact problem with Bellerin. Now I don't want to replace him with Wan-Bissaka. No disrespect to Wan-Bissaka. Like if he was in like an Italian 3-5-2 or one of those kind of defenses and he plays right centre back, be cold. Just as a modern day fullback, this is a lot to ask of you going forward, isn't it? And I just don't think he's comfortable enough on the ball. I think he's getting better, but Man United are trying to enter a place where they got good players again. Like they're trying to do something. So even Trippier ain't gonna help that. Like I don't know where this Trippier love has come from. He's bang average. Like bang average.
Just another English lad they're trying to get in.
Yeah, like you're just normal. Like you're not bad, you're not good.
Which is weird because Wan-Bissaka's English as well. So I don't know. It's a weird one. It's
a little different kind of English.
Yeah.
He might be changing nationality as well.
That's true. That's true. He might be
Congo.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Congolese.
Congolese.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think he might switch. He might switch. It'll be good for him. It'll be good for him, man.
I mean, the World Cup's next year, and you've got like 3 or 4 right backs ahead of you. It's not going to be the same thing next year because Southgate will get cussed taking 4 right backs to the World Cup. That was ridiculous.
He's got to take Trent next year.
Yeah, he's kind of got. Well, it depends how he. Are we saying it depends how he plays, or is he 100% gone?
Thought he was wrong for not bringing him in, or the talks of not bringing him anyway. So
yeah, the questioning was disrespectful.
Yeah, Trent's been probably one of the best fullbacks in world football over the past 3 years. How do you not bring him?
Yeah, no, man.
Do you know what?
Nah, big up Jesse, man. Big up Jesse. You know what we mean, man. You know what we mean, man.
Do you know what?
You see right there. No, wait. There is the issue right there. Trippier in England will just become Trippier from Tottenham again, and everyone will remember. Oh yeah. You're shite. So it's okay. let them go for him and let them get him because they're thinking because he's gone abroad and won something that all of a sudden he's Spanish. He's not Spanish. Remember that. He's English. He used to play for Tottenham.
Burnley.
He used to play for Tottenham and Burnley. Yeah, I remember you. I remember him.
I didn't want this to turn into a attack. I was going to big up Spurs, and they've done some business. Like they've got a centre back in, and they've got a right.
What's their business?
Wait, what's their business?
They bought him Brian Gill.
I know that guy. He's not bad. He's not bad. I know his name is funny, but he's not bad. He's not bad.
And a centre back.
I heard
they bought a centre back. I think I might.
It's not done yet.
Okay.
They're leading the queue though.
My question to you boys then, because this is kind of ridiculous to me. Should Son have signed an extension?
Nah, he's got no ambition. He's like a bum. Sorry. Shit.
How much is
What happened there, bruv?
what the hell was that?
Like, we're back live. We're back on live, but we all got kicked off. We're waiting for the boys to come back, but that was mad.
That was crazy. I don't know what just happened there.
Someone said it was Jesse fucking with the system.
It's Trippier. He heard the slander. Trippier said, "You know what? I've had enough."
People watching, thank you for watching. I can see a few of you in, but we've all got kicked off. We've got Fozen and kicked off straight as we're talking about Son signing an extension. So it can only be a Spurs fan, and we do apologize. John and Rash will be back soon, but yeah, man, like look at this. that's it's true. It happened. Hey, Jesse, bro, leave us alone, please.
Yeah, it's enough. We don't want no smoke, bro.
We don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke. We know you work for one of those. Hey, Rash, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Look what it says. You run the Spurs so much, the stream broke, and he weren't lying.
Wait, did Aubameyang kick me off the stream? That was mad.
It was mad. As soon as you said, yeah, someone's got no ambition, just like a Aubameyang, Jesse kicked us all off, and the whole stream froze.
Wait, everyone went off.
Yeah, it was me too.
I just came back.
No, the whole show stopped for like a minute or two.
Yo, Jesse's evil, bro. I don't know what he did.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that was nice.
Shout out Jesse, my guy.
We got Jesse, man.
My guy Jesse.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, man. Let's get back on. Listen,
I think I was just saying that Tottenham know what they was doing by signing him a few more extra years because they knew that they could sell him for more money in this way.
True. It's a good point as well.
I think it's more of a business plan.
I don't know if they'll sell him for more, because Son's 28, I think, nearly 29. So I don't know how long his deal is, but if it's 3-4 years, like even if he has a good year this year and they sell him, like he's probably going to get the same money that they would this year.
How much?
I think Son's probably a 70-80 million pound player.
I think he could be more.
I'm not mad at that. That's real shit.
I think if you buy him. Yeah, I think if you buy him, it's purely for football reasons. Like he's not the most like marketable or anything, or like but in clubs eyes, I don't think.
Yeah.
Got the Asian, South Korean, isn't it? It's not as big as Eastern Park, but it used to be one. But
I think 70-80 million. Like because I think it's just mostly football you're buying him for. He's cold though, like seriously cold. But yeah, I don't think there wasn't much interest. I think there's too many people like floating around right now, and people are just not looking at Son. So why not just sign your deal?
It's a good point. I mean, who did want Son this summer?
Real Madrid and Barca in it, weren't they the only two that was spoken about?
And Barca
was spoken about, but
Barca still need to save money.
Yeah.
Barca,
the two broke clubs out there. What happens to them, bro? Them men, they're claiming they got money. They ain't got no money.
Madrid are trying to raise money for Mbappe. Barcelona are trying to offload everybody. I see Braithwaite linked with West Ham today, just randomly.
What
they got to clear something like 200 million or something like that.
Yeah, bro, 200
register players.
That is serious money. I've heard the Aguero deal might not even go through.
It might not. Like they got a month.
All these men, they're all not.
All these men are gonna have to go back to their man. Sorry, guys, can I come back?
Trust me.
It's gonna be
they can't. They were all free agents, so they can't.
Yeah.
So they can just walk into anyone's club.
They can walk into anyone's club.
Jeez.
So they're actually quite relaxed, to be fair.
Wasn't Messi taking a pay cut going to help them pay for the boys? No,
it helps a little bit, but
it helps a bit.
And even that deal, like,
they just salvaged their sponsor by getting rid of Griezmann.
Has he gone? Yeah.
He's not gone yet.
Oh, yeah, but he's going, isn't he? In that deal going through.
I know they're trying to.
They're trying.
Oh man, they might lose everything.
Yeah, bro. Rash, I saw one rumor so bad today with Griezmann. I saw that he might be used as part of a make way in a deal to get them Lindelof from Man United. I said that's when you know Griezmann, you just dropped off. You just that's when you know you've just dropped off.
Big Griezmann. Oh,
that's when I said nah.
He's got a big stain attached to his name now, man.
Trust me,
he's a really good player, man. He's a really good player, but he's got a big stain now, man. It's gonna be hard to shift.
Yeah, no, he's quality. He's quality still. But what we saying, Ben White's done, right?
Yep.
Yeah, done.
Ben White's
Completely.
finally done. Okay, what we saying though? How we feeling now it's done?
What are you saying? We're moving there. Yeah, can we talk about it in there?
Yeah, we can still. Let's talk about it,
man. Let's talk about it.
Ben White, come on.
All things Arsenal.
Come on, man. What we saying? Ben Chambers, what we saying?
Look, I see it like this. So I found out that he can play in a few positions, and there was, I follow these Arsenal channels who talk the most wallop sometimes, and I saw something about, he's not getting signed as a centre back. He might be playing CDM as we might need that and stuff like that. But I didn't believe it, but I believed it because I wanted to.
Yeah.
But my thing is, with Ben White coming in, I think we're gonna have to see. I know Saliba and David Luiz are both left, so Ben White can come in. I still think either Chambers and Holding potentially could be leaving, which is a bit crazy.
I mean, we're struggling to get rid of players though.
They ain't going nowhere. No one wants to buy him, man.
I can't lie.
Yeah, all our players are shit, man. Do you know what? I didn't want to.
We went through it last week, innit? We went through it last week.
I didn't want to bring John. I didn't want to bring this up, man. But Xhaka, man, I know this one hurts you, bro.
Don't get me started on that, man. That broke my heart today.
We've got to talk about him, though. We've got to talk about him, though. Like, forget Ben White. Let's say Ben White for the last bit. We've got to talk about Xhaka, man. I'm sorry, bro, but with him coming back, it is a kick in the teeth.
Who, man? I told y'all.
Rash did say it, man. That's why I didn't want to get carried away. I did say I'm not gonna do anything until I see him holding up the Roma shirt. I did say that because I just thought it was too good to be true. But listen, I want Xhaka out for personal reasons, but I can't lie. I saw the offer was £12 million. I can't lie. That's a bit of a joke.
I thought 15.
There's 11 mil and add-ons.
15 million euros for £12 million. So I can't lie, man. I don't rate Xhaka, but 12 million is that just can't run, man. It's
a disrespect still. At least 24 or something like that.
And it's the fact they said £12 million plus 3 million add-ons. It's like, wow. It's like, yo, there's no respect. Hey, no respect. Mourinho's just violent. You know what? It might just be Mourinho violating Arsenal again. I can't lie.
Yeah. certain man wanted to keep him here still.
I mean,
not me.
Boy.
Certain man in here wanted to keep Xhaka.
I mean, I think it was Rash, right? I mean, Rash didn't want to keep him.
Did I want to keep him? I don't even remember what I said.
I think so.
No, I think I threw in a comment saying that after the performance in the Euros, he might get himself a new contract. Do you know what I mean? And it wouldn't be that half bad. But to be honest, he needs to focus in his game. He needs a lot more focus in his game, and if he can get that, then he's an alright player. So
what are we saying now? Do we think we're going to sign? So all these rumors with Ruben Neves, Basuma, all these, man. I think it's over now. It's over now, isn't it?
For this summer, I think there's other places which we need, innit? Like, there's still Bellerin and his agent are trying to get that deal to Inter. So if he goes, we got to replace him. Then there's this Maddison talk, which looks like it's real. Like, we're trying to get him. And there's this Lacazette might leave and there's Tammy Abraham on loan business. Now that's the only one that upset me. Tammy Abraham. Tammy. Nah,
Nah.
come on.
I don't think I can
even
take that one.
I don't even want to know if he can do well at Arsenal. Like, I don't care.
Trust me.
Like,
I don't care. I don't care if he can do well here or not. I don't want him here. No
he does
disrespect.
nothing. There's no disrespect to him, but there's nothing he's good at. Like, he's 6'5". He's not good in the air.
I mean,
He's average speed. He's okay in the box. He's okay in front of goal. His link-up play is bleh.
Stop it! You're brilliant. Stop it!
Nah, that's it.
We got to
And then
stop all this
worth-
violence. We got to stop all
He's
this violence.
worth 40 million. Like, what?
Bro,
Tammy.
how is he 40 million? Yeah, I know. How is he 40 million, man? He's like 14 at best.
14, yeah, bro.
14 to 17
Come on,
million,
man.
I'd say. Like,
Hey,
Maybe
we should never
20
be.
if you. Nah, man, I can't believe it, man. I think our transfer wages so far has been terrible.
You reckon?
Yeah,
But
man.
I always said, I said it from when Arteta came in. Like, we're not the same club we used to be. Like, you gotta get what you're given. Like, Ben White is a good signing for us. Like, because
I'm not even mad at Ben White, to be fair. I'm not
mad at him. I'm not mad at what's my man, the left back Tavares. You're young. You're back up. Kolasinac is gone. He couldn't cross for his life anyway. And then who else did we just buy? Or who else did we buy? There's three in it.
Lokonga.
Again, like
Sambi.
it's all youth. Like, if we get Maddison, the window goes from okay to good. Because Maddison's a good player to me. I don't know about anyone else, but Maddison's got a little bit of a star quality. Like, and out of that, like, there's the Grealish thing. There's like the Grealish, Mount, him. They're all in that same class. Like, Grealish is definitely the best to me, or Foden too. But he's a good player, and even him leaving Leicester is that I don't know why you want to do that right now, but if you do, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still think with the Leicester Arsenal thing, as good as Leicester are, they're still not yet quite established enough for players to turn down Arsenal quite yet. Arsenal still have enough of a name to pull people from Leicester, I think. If they put the price, obviously without the price, no, but if they put the price there, then I still feel like people would make that move.
70 million.
If Leicester had qualified for Champions League, now that's a different story now. I don't think Maddison would be interested. I think we might get Maddison. I think it might be a late one, but I think we might get him.
I'm gonna say yes as well, because it seems like he's not opposed to coming. Leicester aren't opposed to selling him. It's just literally just like, how long is this? Like, how long are we gonna pay it for? Is it gonna be? Are they gonna accept 5 years? Are they gonna accept 6 years? Or is it like pay 40 mil now and then spread the rest out over time? But yeah, if we get him, listen, there's no more excuses for like someone like Aubameyang, because now you've got the player you need behind you. Like, I wouldn't have any more excuses for him. Part of my excuse is he has no one really supplying him on a regular basis. If you get Maddison and then you've got the two wide players, whether it be Pepe and Saka or whoever it is, then you're gonna get chances. So I need you to finish your dinner.
This is the thing about Maddison as well. Look what he's been doing for Vardy, and arguably Vardy and Aubameyang, quite similar players. They just need one finish and it's gone, right?
Same player.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So imagine taking that away from Vardy and giving that to Aubameyang. Surely we should the best player come out possible, really.
Yeah. If we play to their strengths, we should. That's the key, though. We're going to play to their strength. Is Xhaka now going to start again? You'd think he probably would. Is he going to give this time out to this Lokonga guy?
Not straight away.
I don't think he will straight away, but you never know. You never know. Like, that's the type of questions that we kind of need answering, because obviously Xhaka knows Arsenal tried to sell him. He knows that. So it's up to him how he decides.
The new guys had a good game the last few games that they've been playing anyway. I've been watching their games and stuff. They had a good game against Watford just now. And they had a good game as well before that at Millwall
Millwall
as well. Yeah. Similar scoreline. So saw a bit of Lokonga. He looks all right in the centre, man. He's well composed. He's got good feet as well, man, and he plays some good balls forward. He's strong. Strong, goes for challenges as well. He's not afraid. Really good. He's been good with the build-up play with the Arsenal team as well. It's like he's been there for a minute. And I haven't seen too much from Tavares. I know he got that goal. Who was it against? Was it against Rangers or was it against Hibs?
Yep.
Rangers, I think.
Rangers. Yeah, where he got that. It was a good goal as well. So he looks good to be a backup because we've got that issue with Tierney and he's quite injury prone, you know. So I think he's a good left back, a proper left back that we needed. I think White is a good addition to the team as well. I think he'll be good. I've seen a bit of him. I didn't so much last season, obviously, but it is what it is.
It's 5 years.
That's what the rumours are. It's going to be extended until 2025. Yeah.
Hey Rash, where does that centre mid play? Like, is he more a box to box? You know what I mean? I've seen him on I can't pronounce it, but is he box to box or is he Shaka? He sits deep.
No, do you know what? I'd say it's more box to box because you see him in the back helping out, defending and everything like that as well. Like really getting stuck in and making some good challenges. But you also see him up top as well, part of the build-up play, playing the balls through. I think he played in the ball that went to Nketiah or started the move that went to Nketiah, where Nketiah just scored as well against Watford. So, like I think he's more of a box to box player. He does well with Partey. I think he'll do well with Partey in the centre because it frees up Partey to do what he can actually do. You know what I'm trying to say, and what he's really there to do. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if he'll be a starter if Xhaka stays because these men, they love to feel out the place until it's too late. You know what I'm trying to say. So let's hope that isn't the case. But who knows? Look, I think Xhaka will still get done. I don't think he's staying. I think it's just rumours and stuff like that in order to probably drive up price or something like that. But I think the job will get done. Still, for Xhaka.
It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout, actually. Not a bad shout.
Quick question. Do you feel like this new signing is what we need when initially what we needed was Partey to be free to do his business? Didn't we want someone who just sits? Or is it can it work with a box to box? What do you boys think?
Yeah, it can work with a box to box, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Partey needs more box to box who's better at progressing the ball forward on the ball. Because Xhaka can do that, but because he's so slow, he kind of has to go to particular areas of the pitch where he's less pressed. So he can't really be in the middle as much where he can really make those passes. He kind of has to go on this weird left row and then distribute from there. So Partey kind of needs someone who's kind of next to him all the time and can. Partey basically needs to give the ball to someone and let them kind of dictate it. That's kind of what I think he needs. But I wouldn't. I saw we were linked with Ruben Neves. I think he's a good player. I think he's a bit overrated. I wasn't too keen on him. I can't lie, but would I have taken him in the end if forced to?
I don't want him.
I don't know, man. I'm sure we could find a better deal for someone else somewhere, but.
We need just someone who just sits back, a CDM who can just kind of do what Xhaka does, if that makes sense, but better, quicker, stronger, wins headers the lot. Do you know what I mean? We kind of need someone like that.
I think Sambi can do that though. If you've seen what people have compared him to, not myself, but what people and even some Man United players who have done their research as well, they said like he reminds them of a Paul Pogba, a younger Paul Pogba, a more defensive Paul Pogba, a more positioned Paul Pogba. They can see him being pretty similar in his style of play and even in his ability as well. So I think with a good defensive player, that is what kind of frees up Partey to do what he can do, because he's not the best defensively. Do you know what I'm saying? But Sambi seems to be quite good in the defense, and you know what I mean. Partey also needs that support going forward as well in the midfield. Like he's not fully complete going forward, and he's not really that good in defense. So to have someone who is box to box, good in the defense and good in the build-up play in the attack, it might be exactly what he needs. We don't know. You know what I mean? It might work out quite well.
Hopefully. The only thing I would say is that I'm happy that Arsenal are steering towards youth, because we kind of tried. I feel like we kind of tried the experienced player thing, and it didn't work because we just got experienced players that weren't good enough. So I don't mind us going towards young prospect because with young prospect they could become elite, and then at least then you've got valuable assets. So and we saw
Like we
with
used
Liverpool,
to.
that's like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to. You know, at the end of the day, Fabregas did leave, but he left for 35 million, and Percy did leave for 25 million. Nasri did leave for 25 million. I mean, we're struggling to get 10 million now for anybody.
Got people like Maitland-Niles stuck on the books, bro.
Yeah, Maitland-Niles still there, and Nketiah's still there. Willock, I think Willock will go. Willock, to be fair, he did his price no harm. I can't really blame him.
Newcastle are trying.
I'm surprised there are more serious for him. Yeah,
I didn't know they're trying.
They're trying right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 20 million for him. That'll be a decent chunk of change.
I had a
Get some
question.
money for Bellerin.
What about Laka? Because Laka is linked to go 15 mil.
Who said?
Again,
Where?
like,
To who?
Was it Atletico Madrid?
Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
Some garbage money.
Yeah.
They're gonna say no to that, man. That's garbage money. They can go for more better than that.
Can he?
Yeah, man.
I reckon they might take it, Rush. They might
He's
take
got
it, Rush.
1 year left.
Man. Yeah, I think they might take it.
Lacazette is 30 with 1 year left. It's not the most attractive. Like, he's not going to demand 25. We're lucky to get 18 max. 18 max for Lacazette. I have him for me.
That's painful.
How much did we sell Giroud for? 18 million to Chelsea.
They got more out of Giroud.
We sold him for peanuts, no? He was like 33 when we sold him. We bought him for 17 mil.
There was a triangle going with someone going to Dortmund, Aubameyang coming to us, and someone going to Chelsea. So whoever went to Chelsea went to Dortmund. There was a triangle thing there, and I think
18 million.
Yeah,
we sold him for 18 million.
Yeah,
18 million, and how
got 1 million of it.
So we sold him for 18 million when he was 31.
Who's Giroud?
Yeah.
Raw. I didn't even realize we got that much.
Yeah.
I
think it worked out.
No, I like Giroud.
It worked out for both teams.
Yeah, you're just lucky to get 18 mil. Like, don't matter if I like a player or not. Like, you're lucky to get 18 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say 20 million for Laka, and he reluctantly, I'd let him go. Reluctantly. I do like Laka, man. I can't lie. So
I do, but I ain't reluctant no more, man. Like, bounce. Let's use it on someone else. Because, like I said it last time, like, you were the top scorer, but what I liked from you wasn't necessarily your goals. Like, that's the other parts of your game slowed down and your goals picked up. But then we've got Aubameyang already. So, like, I don't need your other aspects to drop. I need the hold-up play to be the same, your work around the pitch to be the same, your link-up play to be the same. But if all of those aspects are dropping and your goals pick up and it's only marginally better than the guy who had an off year, then bounce and let's get someone else.
Yeah, give Balogun a chance.
That wasn't a fair analysis still.
13 goals. Aubameyang got 10.
Aubameyang got like 2 or 3 goals, man.
No, he got 10.
That's the
10
thing.
league goals, I think.
Nah, but that's the thing, Rash. Aubameyang stat padded and scored like 2 hat-tricks in 2 games, and then that boosted up his whole tally for the season, man.
He did.
Yeah, look, I think Lacazette's his chemistry with Aubameyang kind of went down the pan last season, and I think that kind of shows what sort of player Aubameyang is as well. That the fact that he did need that build-up play with Lacazette, because as soon as that went down, he stopped scoring as well. But I also saw Lacazette also use that with the youngsters who did prosper in the attacking way and score goals. And then when he was part of their build-up, they looked venomous still. So I don't know, man. That's why I have to disagree with you there. You get me? Like,
yeah,
I feel Laka has been a bit of a overlooked gem for Arsenal, to be honest.
I used to feel that way, but my guy, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, your 13 goals it don't help me, bro. Like it does nothing for me. Like,
What did he get? 7 assists or something like that?
Oh no,
Something like that, yeah. Something
maybe.
like that, yeah.
But yeah, the link-up player, the youngsters is promising. But if we get a proper cam, then you're really like you kind of know there's no point in having you. For me,
Speaking of a proper cam, I mean, I heard Odegaard is back in business, possibly.
Yeah.
if Madison don't work,
He's second string. He's second fiddle to this.
See, that's the thing. I heard he actually could be first. Like the real first choice is Odegaard.
So who would you boys rather have then? Let's put it on the plate. Yeah. If you had a chance tomorrow to bring a signing in, Odegaard or Madison, who are you bringing in?
It's actually a tricky one.
for me, Madison.
Tricky.
I think the set piece thing is a big thing too. Like it's not just like because I think he has similar qualities in terms of on the ball, through passes, link up, constant bopping of the ball, but he also has the added bonus of being like a free kick set piece, not just free kick set piece. He's good at all set pieces.
Yeah.
So you add that in, there's more assists there.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think Odegaard's a better short passer.
Definitely a better short passer.
I think Madison, because of the set pieces thing is huge because he can whip in brills, he can score free kicks. Maybe I'll take Madison just. Madison just, yeah.
I think that might be the defining factor of why Arsenal may pick him over Odegaard if they have the opportunity to, because of the set piece issue. Because we ain't got a dead ball specialist in our team at all. You know what I mean?
Xhaka picks them up.
Xhaka tries, do you know what I mean? But I don't even think his one every season is just not good enough. I don't think we had one last season. But yeah, so I think that's what might give Madison the edge for me. Otherwise, in regards to how Arsenal's style of play is and how they do their build-up play, Odegaard fits the team straight away. Do you know what I mean? But we need a Madison. We need that extra bit as well. So I think that's what will be a better. That's why he tips the edge for me.
And I think the other thing for Madison as well, why I think he would want to come, is the England factor. Because we've seen with Southgate that if you're not playing for the big teams, he's gonna shag you. So,
yeah.
No coincidence that Grealish is like, C is available, I'm off. Sancho, Man United's available, I'm off. So I think if Madison wants to come to Arsenal, then that's another thing to say, okay, now we're all me, Mount, and Grealish, we're all on the same playing field now. We're all playing for big clubs by reputation. So now Southgate, it's just up to you to judge on who's playing the best. So,
yeah, I kind of agree.
So I think that's why Madison would come. So it'll be. I would like to see Madison.
How much are you asking for him again?
70 mil.
70.
Jeez. Well, do you know what? If Ben White is 50, I understand, innit?
Yeah.
He's English. He's 24, 25. Like he's even on quiet years, he gets good numbers. He's one of their best players. It only makes sense.
That's right. And the thing is like Ben White as a defensive player, he's kind of got a really good record as well. You know, trying to say like he went over. I think when he first got signed, he went over to Newport first for a little while, and then he ended up getting young player of the season or something like that. And then afterwards, he went to Peterborough, and then went on afterwards to Leeds, and then bust it up over there. Do you know what I'm saying? Got young player of the season and stuff like that. So when he had that small term, even that he did, well, last season that he had with Brighton, he ended up getting young player of the year as well, or player of the season as well, which is like sick. Every year you're getting young player of the season, you know what I mean, PFA players. Like, it's really good. So, you know, when you've got a reputation like that in the defensive world, it does boost your price up to 50 million. You know what I'm trying to say? But when you're a Madison and you've got a few, you know what I mean, cups under your belt as well, and you know what I mean, the England appearance and these things like that, then yeah, with your potential, what you can be, being a young prospect, definitely does bump your price up to those prices, especially being British.
Facts.
Yeah, no, it would do. Yeah, it would. Can't lie. What are you gonna say, Joe?
Do you know what? Just because you got to brought something up, yeah. I think, and I think, 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 I think What's going on with Villa?
They're not playing games. That's what's
They're
happening.
doing,
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing
not
their
playing
thing.
games.
They're doing their thing, bro.
They're trying to unsettle, man.
That's my
That's the
Birmingham
accent.
accent. That's my Birmingham. They're doing their thing, bro.
They're trying to unsettle. Bam, man. They're not playing.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
want
playing
smoke.
around, fam.
Bro.
They're on
He said,
smoke.
Smith Rowe,
They
hey, you
on
want to come over
smoke.
here? Smith Rowe? He said,
Yeah,
nah,
literally,
I'm
that's
all
what
right.
it
Don't
was.
worry. The Ward
What did they do?
Prowse.
Ward Prowse, yeah, I just saw
Ward Prowse.
Yeah, that would be a sick signing as well.
Hold signing if they get him. And they said it's not related to Grealish. So that means they think they can keep Grealish.
Yeah,
They believe they can keep him for a
Wait.
year.
Okay, so Ward Prowse to Villa is could actually happen, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah.
It got rejected
Well,
straight
it got
away.
rejected. Yeah,
How much?
25.
I say that's his price.
I mean
Nah,
that's actually
not
not
of last
bad bid.
season.
Maybe 35 max.
35,
He
I'd
ain't
say.
How old?
35.
He's about 25.
and he's a good player. He's a good player,
He's a good
and he's
player.
and he's a dead ball specialist as well.
And he's their best
a real
player.
dead ball specialist.
He is
Him
their
and
best player.
him and Ings is their best. They're the best players. So I'm not selling my best player for 25 mil.
Yeah,
Well, you
true.
see, that's the thing Villa are doing because the fact that they're going for Southampton's best player, they're sending out subliminal messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're saying, we can get your best player.
We'll
Yeah,
get him
that's
thinking.
what
We
they're
can get him
saying.
thinking. We can get your best
Yeah,
player
we
Come
can
thinking.
join this project, my guy.
I think what they're trying to
Right.
do is like put a pointer out to everyone who they like to see if they will then make it difficult for the club to hang on to them. You know what I mean? Cause a bit of a
Yeah.
nuisance.
Yeah.
Force a transfer through. You know what I mean? So they're
Exactly.
doing smart business. They're smart business.
I like what they're doing still. It reminds me, no, obviously nothing comparable, but it still reminds me. You remember when Man City had the takeover in 2008, yeah? It was literally announced on the last day of the transfer window of the summer. On that last day, they bid for Berbatov, Torres, Kaká, and Robinho. How do you bid for all four of them in one day?
Yeah. What they do end up getting one of them in it. They got Rubinho, didn't they?
They got the guy before he was going Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then Robinho's
You
career.
didn't realize.
He didn't realize. He's like, shit. Where's all the ballers at?
Imagine that. My God, they said, hold on. I thought you said Chelsea. He's like, no,
Yo,
Man
where's
City.
Drogba? Yo, where's Drogba?
Well, am I seeing Michael Johnson next to me and Ben
Why am I
Johnny?
seeing Michael Johnson?
Why Michael Johnson talking to kids?
Whoa, that's not him, man.
Whoa! No,
Wrong
not him.
player.
Not him.
No.
Not him.
That's Louise.
Adam
Oh,
Johnson.
snap.
Adam Johnson, take that back. Hey,
Was he
Michael
not?
Johnson,
Was he not? Was he not at City?
apologize.
Was he not at City as well?
Not that time.
Yeah,
bro.
but
Wait, my bad. That was bad.
Jesus,
Sorry.
Michael Johnson caught a straight.
Trust. Shit. Hey, he's lucky we ain't that big, yeah. Otherwise, he'll start trending on the.
Brother. Caught a straight. Hey, I'm not even saying the rest, but
I ain't
Johnson's
saying
a sick
I'm
ass
sorry.
nigga, bro.
I just want to make an
Trust
official
me.
apology. I want to make an official apology on Real Ball Talk. I did not know my actions will go this far.
That is funny, bro.
Yo, that's funny, man. I can't lie, but
No,
yeah, man. So what else is happening in the transfer window before we wrap up, man? What else is going on, man? What's catching the eye? What's catching the eye?
Locatelli's still. you may just don't want to buy him. I don't know what's happening.
And that's what's funny though, is because you see statements like Locatelli is certain that he will go to his boyhood dream, Juventus. He's saying no to Arsenal. Man, shut up, bruv. You better say yes to whoever comes for you. At the moment, you might not even get signed. Yeah,
Bro, it's looking
Literally.
crazy. There's that. Like, he's just hanging on. But Barcelona are holding on for dear life. They're literally near capitulation, man.
Literally.
yeah.
Literally.
Goodbye,
What are we saying
Barcelona.
about PSG, though?
oh
Yeah,
On paper,
Yeah, they're building
Best they've ever looked.
I think they might have the formula still. They may have the formula. They've
So-
got,
Greenland, man.
they've got like a couple men in the midfield, and then they've got a couple men in the defense, a bit more experience in the defense. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is what they might actually need, and he's that guy that can give them that togetherness when they might be cracking. Do you know what I mean? In the final third of a semi-final or a final, give them that extra push that they need. I think they might have the formula here, man. They might have it.
What's their 11? What's their 11? Start to finish. What's their 11?
They got Hakimi as well, innit?
Hakimi, yeah.
They did.
Is he right back or right wing? What is he?
He's a right wing back, but he can play right back. He's a right back. So they'll have Donnarumma in goal, and then they'll have Hakimi right back with Marquinhos and Sergio Ramos centre back.
Yeah.
Bernat left back, and then
that
midfield three will be Verratti, Wijnaldum, and I'm not sure the other man.
Pogba.
Trying to get Paul. Jeez.
I mean, if they get Pogba, to be fair, Juicy Gay is not bad.
Juicy Gay is good.
Juicy Gay is not
bad. Bad at all. Not bad at all, man.
He can do a job when Wijnaldum and Verratti, and then obviously front three, Neymar, Di Maria, and Mbappe in it. So, I mean, that team is. If they get Pogba,
I might buy their away still.
If they get Pogba, I might have to switch to PSG for a year. If they get Pogba,
if they get Pogba,
it's just going to be a joke.
Now he'll end up with like 25 league goals or something. Something he's never done.
Something ridiculous.
He's just having fun. Like if Neymar can flick the ball over people's head.
The funniest thing is if Pogba went there, you can see him getting mad stats. Wijnaldum will get goals, and Mbappe will get goals. Neymar won't even care. He'll just be there playing football.
Neymar will have like 4 goals, 4 assists, but be player of the season.
Yeah. Playing every game.
Champions League on the cards?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Who's the biggest challenger?
They might be able to go all the way.
The biggest challenger.
I think Bayern, you just don't ever count them out.
True.
I think City will go close. I don't think they're gonna do it, but they'll go.
It
close.
depends. It depends on if they can finish through what they want to do, man. If they can
Grealish and
get
Kane.
Grealish, I don't even know Kane, man. Even if they can get a forward, do you know what I'm trying to say? If they can get a Grealish and then they can get a good forward, like I don't think they'll go for Haaland, but if they could, jeez.
Well, I can't lie. I think Haaland's going Chelsea, you know.
This season?
Yeah, I think he might.
But they're gonna have to spend like close to like 200, like 175 or something.
You know the only reason I'm saying that? You remember last year when United wanted Sancho, right? Dortmund literally put out a statement every week saying he's not for sale. It doesn't matter. They haven't done that this year.
It's because they know Haaland's got the release clause next year. So they're basically saying if you want him, spend 100 more or 110 more, we can talk. I don't know if Chelsea are going to do that.
And you know what it is? I think Chelsea will do that because Chelsea know that if it goes to next year and his release clause is 65 million, they won't get him. Someone else will. A Madrid might, a Barca might, a Man City might, United might, because they still have more clout. But I have a feeling that Chelsea have almost made a deal with Dortmund where it's like, you go and sign your replacements for Haaland, so people don't know that you have the money yet. That means you're not going to be inflated with the prices. And after you do that, boom, we announce it, and you sell him for 150 mil.
That'll be cold. Can't lie.
I'm not going to lie. I think Haaland's going Chelsea. I don't know why. I just have a feeling he's going Chelsea.
Haaland, Havertz, them man there.
But if he goes Chelsea, Timo's career is over.
Or he just goes left wing. Because like he might not start every game, but he could just go sit left wing, and because that's what he did at Leipzig anyway, and he scored a lot of goals. But yeah, Sorry, Jeff. If Chelsea signed Haaland and Koundé, what are we saying? Are they right up there with City for title favourites?
Nah.
Are we still saying nah? Okay.
I think so. So what you're saying?
Yeah. Go on.
So are you saying if they don't sign Haaland, but they sign who's it? Koundé and who?
No, I'm saying if they sign Koundé at the back and then put Haaland up front, given what they already have, do you think they can challenge City for the league?
Yeah, of course.
For
man.
the league, for I thought you meant in the Champions League. No, like for the league, I reckon they could be in contention. Will they go all the way? Maybe not. Can they? Yeah, they can. I've seen lesser teams do it.
Yeah, I think Chelsea can do it, man. Tuchel, we've seen from a couple months Tuchel coming in, winning the Champions League, and keeping a few clean sheets and not really losing when he came in. So I'm going to say they can only get better. we saw that Rudiger got isolated by Lampard, not playing that much, just playing cup games and stuff. And we saw what kind of beast he can be. You know, we talk about defenders, old school defenders who don't give a fuck. You know, who throw their hands about and that. You know, and he's done that. You know, he took out KDB, so we know we've got fire arms. Also, you've got Zuma there. Christensen ain't that half bad. They should bring in a defender. I agree with you. That guy from
Sevilla. Sevilla.
Yeah, if he comes in, that's good. I think they're happy with Aqueta staying at right. And then I'm not sure who they got. Emerson on left. Is that who? Chilwell. My bad. Chilwell. So you got to think about the defense is looking good, man, and just leave Havertz and them man to do the business up top, man. I think they'll be all right. I think hopefully we'll see a bit more from what's his name, man? Right wing, black guy. No, black guy. Not looks like Tammy.
Hudson-Odoi.
Hopefully he can come out his shell, and that big money they were talking about him going to Bayern. Hopefully he can show something, but I don't know. We ain't seen it yet. But I'm hoping it. Yeah, Jeff ain't having it, but hopefully he can come true. I don't know.
But wait, if City sign Grealish and Kane, are we saying that it doesn't matter what anybody else does?
It doesn't matter. Forget it. Wrap up next season for me. Like no one's getting close to them. Not no United. Not no Chelsea. Everyone go sit down and think about 22 to 23. Because it's not. Liverpool need to make a signing like yesterday because like it's cool. Like Firmino, it works for a bit. I think you need something else up there, and I think like Thiago's gonna have to kick into gear this year for them as well. But I think they just need maybe a Basuma or something will help them.
Did they? No, they did sign. Didn't they sign someone else? Who did they sign?
Konate, centre back. Yeah,
that's a centre back.
They needed a centre back. They did need the centre back because Van Dijk coming back, he's 100% not up to speed. I tell you.
But yeah, defense-wise on paper, that might be the best defense, or it's right there. Like that's the Trent, that's Robertson, Konate, and Van Dijk with Alisson in the sticks.
Yeah, it's beastly.
That's cold.
I even like Gomez as well. So
Gomez is cold as well, just injury prone. That's why if he stayed fit, there wouldn't be a need for a Konate probably, but he just can't stay fit ever. But yeah, like, I just can't see it. If you buy Grealish, based off the last 2 years, Grealish has been great in the Prem every year. Kane is a proven killer in the Prem. Like you're buying between goals and assists, you're buying 40 a season. How do you not win the league with a KDB, a Foden, who's like one of the bright English players, Sterling I'm still gonna count him, Mahrez. There's players there. Like I just can't look past City if they buy those two players.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Sterling. I'm curious.
I think he messed it up, man, because he went and had a sick Euros. Like without it, they probably could have like positioned it with some kind of swap or 50, 60 mil sell, but his stock's high again.
Got value again.
Yeah.
So they got to figure it out, man. They're going to have to rotate or something.
I mean, do you think Man City should basically just resubmit their £100 million bid with Sterling? Because it's a different bid now to where it was before the Euros.
Yeah.
I'd maybe because Kane's, even though it wasn't the best Euros, he still got goals. So maybe Levy's just to the point where he said, you know what? I'm not doing it unless you give me 130, 150 mil. Because that's what the talks are anyway, right? They're saying,
it's true,
I need 150 mil before we even can sit down and talk. And City want Grealish. So that's their priority at the moment.
Oh, fam, Sterling's worth more than 50 mil. I don't
Way
get
more.
it.
Probably at 70, 75.
Yeah.
Because how old is Sterling?
26.
26 or something. Still young, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Young.
I would sell him for more than that, bro. I could get like 90 for him, 90 to 100 for Sterling, bro.
But that's still 26, man.
But they no one's offering for him. So like, if they make him available for transfer, I think you have to knock off some of the price. Like if it was a thing where, like it was like 2 years ago, where someone like Real Madrid wanted him, and it was at this stage, then you'd be like, yeah, listen, we're not talking unless it's 100. But I think it changes a bit when you want him gone.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's
crazy that they want him gone.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, it's techie.
It shows, man.
But no, it's good. But do you know what as well though? It shows like the caliber of players that City have and what they want as well.
bro.
If they can want to offload Sterling, that's some serious back room. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Scary.
Crazy. Like Sterling,
Exactly.
like City have proven almost every year that the player who was the star the year before, they don't care about you. Like KDB didn't really play well last season for his high standards, and he was injured for a lot of it. They didn't miss him once.
Yeah.
Sterling is one of their best attackers over the last 4 years. Last year, he didn't feature that much. They didn't miss him once.
But that's the thing as well, how, you know, Sterling will have one bad season and they're looking to force the move, and someone like a KDB can have a bad season, and it doesn't matter.
It's just different calibers, man. I think so.
I mean, it's a weird one because I see that I think Bernardo Silva's slightly up for sale as well. I'm seeing him linked to some other teams, so it's
crazy. That's crazy.
They're clearly trying to raise money. They're clearly trying to raise money. They want Grealish, they want Kane. They don't want anybody else. So yeah, man. If they get them, good luck to everyone else. I still hope that the league might be competitive, but I mean, who knows? Like, we just have to wait and see. But yeah, man. I think, to be fair, that's probably a good cut-off point for us. We've actually managed to get through quite a lot of the transfer news to date. And I think it's only going to pick up from here. As soon as we get to August, last month of the window, things are going to pick up because people are going to react to what other people do. So we're in that time now. So it should be exciting. The Premier League season starts in 2 weekends' time, which is crazy.
Wow.
You know, so off Arsenal to Brentford away, first game. So that should be very interesting. And obviously, you know, this is the first full season of Real Ball Talk. So we're going to have to do full predictions of what we predict is going to happen in terms of the table for the season, top scorer. So that show will be coming out right before the season starts. And hopefully that's the one we can do in the studio because that would be a brilliant one. The predictions for the 2021-22 Premier League season. That would be awesome to do that in the studio. And, you know, we might have to put a little wager in it. Obviously, Rash can't put anything. So, you know, Jadon will put in money for Rash. So, yeah, man, we'll get that done. But next week, we'll be back on Monday. And I think we said Monday and Friday next week. We'll do one on like general stuff and then we'll do one on debates. So next week should be good. But yeah, man, appreciate everyone tuning in. Still 8 people in here. Make sure to smash the likes if you're just joining, and make sure to tune back. If you're new, subscribe. We keep it moving. Obviously, it's the summer period, so it's been quiet for a lot of channels. I think everyone's just kind of been resting. So as the new season picks up, we'll be picking it back up as well. But yeah, keep showing us love and support. We appreciate it, and smash the likes, as I said. But yeah, man, before we cut off, final words from Rash before we bounce.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep it very brief. Just to let everyone know, just to keep the people who are going under hardship, oppression, struggles, poverty around the world, just keep them in your prayers, especially the brothers and sisters and children who are in Palestine right now, also the ones who are in Syria and all areas of conflict as well. We pray that their endeavors gets relieved from them and that they can live out lives in a peaceful manner, in a human manner, the way that we do. Do you understand? So, yeah, keep everyone in your prayers. Free Palestine. Remember that love always wins.
Yeah, 100%. Beautifully said. Free Palestine. Love always wins. And yeah, keep spreading the message. People will never forget. Never let it ride out. But until then, we'll be back on Monday. So hopefully everyone has a good weekend, even if the weather might not be that good. So, yeah, man. Peace and love, everyone. Peace.
Peace.
Salam.